Okay, y'all, this is how I make my little power plate. I've been eating this every day since May of 2024 when I was diagnosed with leukemia. And it's a way to get a lot of nutrients, protein, fiber, all that good stuff. So I start with a handful of kale and I chop it up real little with my little knife. And then I put some feta on here or cottage cheese, whatever I'm feeling for the day, whichever protein source you want. Cottage cheese has a little bit more protein, but I'm partial to feta most days. I love cottage cheese though too, so I guess it really don't matter. A handful of blueberries. I don't measure nothing. This is how I've lost weight and been keeping it off. I've still been keeping it off. I just eat the same stuff every day. This is ground beef with some spinach and onions. It's leftovers, but I always try to find some kind of meat to put on here. Some days I don't, but almost every day I do. So there's some ground beef for some more protein. If I do sardines, chicken, salmon, whatever. I've been eating more red meat lately because I'm low on iron. Okay, 3 little grapes. I always put 3 little grapes on there. Then I get an orange, get it going. I'll peel it, be back. Boom, get your little orange on here, okay? Now, I used to do radishes every day, mushrooms every day, but I've really selectively narrowed it down a little bit more. So I always do some celery. Celery has so many benefits. It cleans out so many things, detoxes your liver. It helps regulate blood sugar, all kinds of good stuff. I need that. I need that. This chemo pill is destroying stuff. I put 2 eggs on here. Trying to find my other knife. I don't like cutting the eggs with this knife. It sticks to it more. But anyway, get your 2 little eggs on there. I overcooked these eggs. Look at that. They have the gray ring around them. I really like my eggs to not be cooked so long, but sometimes you forget about them on there. I put some hummus. Okay, I had to get a new one opened up. So a big old tablespoon of hummus, put it on there. That's protein too. And I don't use dressing, so I dip all my stuff in there. I don't use dressing. Here's all my little beetroots that I keep roasted. Beetroots are so good for your heart. Keeps your blood pressure low too. Need your beetroot. That's like 1/4 of a beetroot. But the point is, you don't have to do exactly what I do. Here's a mini cucumber. I always chop up a whole little mini cucumber. I love cucumbers. It's truly a way, because I intermittent fast, to get all of my nutrients and proteins and everything. And I always had a huge appetite. Always. And this helps me. It's volume. Alright, we're doing the last little touches. I do any kind of trail mix, but this is my favorite. It's probiotic. And it's because it has the yogurt covered cranberries in it. Yogurt covered little candies. I need my treats where I can get them. Okay? And I make sure to get a little bit more walnuts and almonds out of here to put on there, because that's what I'm really looking for. All those good healthy fats. Need healthy fats too to fight dementia. I'm already getting brain fog from the chemotherapy. I need to fight it off. Every day you got to think of yourself as fighting. Your body's trying to fight to make it. You better help it better. Then I put half of an avocado. Now, I'm not going to lie. Some days I can't finish all this as of late. I just can't. My appetite's changing. But I still get most of it gone. Okay? And then I cut up my apple with my peanut butter. Let me go put this avocado up. And the last thing I do is sprinkle some golden milk powder all over this, which this has turmeric, ginger, cinnamon, cloves, black pepper, anti-inflammatory spices. It really helps my body to fight off all that pain and inflammation. Okay? And I do not believe in taking 1,000,000 prescriptions. I take my 1 prescription, that's my chemo pill, and I do not want to take all the things they try to give you when you have cancer, because most of my cancer friends that do, they have tons of symptoms compounded against symptoms and more symptoms from the drugs they're taking for this, causes symptoms for this, so then they need a new prescription. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing all that. I ain't doing it. No, I'm gonna fight it with food. That's what you gotta do. All right, now I'm off to eat my whole big old plate. I can eat all this too. I'm a big eater. I used to be a big girl still on the inside. I still Jana in here. I just do the things to be healthy and look different now, you know. But I'm still Jana. But I'm different too. But I'm still her. Love y'all.